Hey Soul Family, welcome to the Matrix Oracle. My name is Audrey. This is your weekend cosmic weather forecast. So this is going to be for May 10th all the way to May 12th, 2024. I'm going to wait for my crew to hop on. Hey everyone. I'm getting still some downloads about this weekend. All right. Thank you for joining. Let's see what's up in the skies. We got some geometry. It looks like it's simple. It looks like everything is going fine. It's actually highly protected. We are in very highly protected times. I want to talk about this protective shield of fate. So this is very much about fated events, and at the point of it we have Neptune, last degrees of Pisces. That's going to be about certain endings. It is connected to the Pluto in retrograde. Some of you, if you follow the channel, you know this is about soul resonance. This is about teaching us about the law of resonance. That means what you vibrate to, you attract, and that's going to be very much revealed to you, because it's in Aquarius, through your entourage. Okay, so your connections, your friendships, your affinities. So this is kind of like a very strong time to see that, like in your everyday life, who is around you, who is surrounding you, is going to reflect a lot about what is going on in your inner world. Now, the other point of that shield, okay, it's creating a shield of protection. We have this whole cluster where we have Jupiter, Uranus, and the Sun conjunct together, and not too far Venus. So all of this cluster in Taurus, okay? This archetype is teaching us how to stay steadfast in our light, in our desires, in what we want to create. So this all starts with Aries, okay, and we initiate something. We have a desire. Hey, let me create this, create that, okay, and it all starts here, and we're still getting a lot of lessons here about how to initiate our power, and then how to hold that intention, okay. And with this influence, the way that I can illustrate this is that we're going through a phase where we all have those moments where we do our inner work, we go and meditate, we practice our connection to our higher self, our inner guidance, and then we come and interact with other people that might not be on the same level of self-awareness. And their idea of you, the old you, and that vibration that you're receiving from their perception of you versus the perception of you that you practice in alignment with your higher self, with your inner being and guidance, that might clash. So we are all vibrating beings, and that means that in this moment, there's like a battle of vibration. Are you going to keep your alignment with your higher beingness, or are you going to let the perception of another of who they perceive you to be kind of overpower that vibration, okay? And obviously your reaction to it is going to teach you how to navigate, again, how you feel. Oof, I'm feeling that today, yes. Okay, so it's intense. So now what's interesting, so this geometry, we see it, and this is calling you to practice joy, okay? Uranus with the Sun in those degrees of Taurus wants you to practice following your bliss, following what feels good. And some of you with here, Venus in those degrees of Taurus, it's about giving yourself second chances on things that maybe some of you in the past, with your old entourage, friendship, or even family, you kind of gave up on certain things. Okay, remember, again, this little battle of vibration. Can you keep that vibration in the face of people that perceive you maybe in the old-fashioned ways? Let me see, some of you are saying some stuff, exactly what I'm going through. Yeah, so you're going to be noticing your own growth Now, what is not shown in this sacred geometry? Because I don't know why, but they never put the south node. So south node is quite an important thing because the south node is where we come from, and collectively, you see here, this is the north node. So collectively, the south node is going to be in the degrees here of Libra that are quite interesting because they're talking about your attunement to vibration. So music, broadcast, what you're called to listen to vibrate to, is going to have some influence, okay? And here, this south node is creating with Saturn and with Venus something that is called the finger of God, a yod. Okay, so a yod is exactly creating this energy. Watch this. Watch this. Pay attention. It feels a little bit, I mean, that's how I perceive it. So some of you, if you're born with yods or quincunxes, okay, that's in the chart, that would look like dotted green line. It's also called in conjunctions. I personally feel like it's a slap in the face. It's like, clack. It's like, what happened? So here we have a master teacher of karma, action, reaction, with the master teacher of your desire. How do you manifest your desire? That are pointing at the south node. So it's saying, pay attention to maybe your old habits and the things that you were used to believe, used to feel, because maybe they are part of, you know, how you used to attract certain dynamics in your entourage or certain dynamics of belief that led you to kind of live a certain experience. I saw someone that was asking a question. Sorry guys, I'm trying to. Can you give me a message from the universe? Well, you guys, this is like a collective reading, so I can't really interrupt for personal reading. So if you want to get that, go and check out my bio link, or when I will do some collective reading. So again, that's kind of what we're facing this weekend. So this weekend, pay attention to your bliss. Now, let's not forget, this is Mother's Day in the United States. Not in Europe, by the way. No? Okay, so some of you, we're going to feel this in the United States. The wounds around the mother are very much connected to your wounds around your prosperity, aka also money, okay? So that means that some of you, as you're kind of realizing, hey, am I still reactivating the wounds of my past? Maybe some of you, it's connected to the mother. Try to see the connection between your relationship to abundance or scarcity, okay, in that case, and see how that plays from the, you know, past shadow self, okay? Because there's a lot through this weekend that is going to be revealed towards this. And what I love is that the moon is going to be in the archetype of Cancer. This is the healer. This is the healer, and in terms of its connection to your meridians, to your spine, to your nervous system. Cancer is connected to your spleen. Your spleen is the only organ that is connected to all 33 vertebrae. So, my advice, which is what I do in the morning, and I did this morning before this little show here, Kundalini practice, Kundalini meditation. This is such a great time for you to practice unlocking your spine, your nervous system, and all the information that is locked there, in the light or in the dark. Let me see this. You have to gotta be kidding me. I was just saying this earlier to my friend. Yes. Oh, my mama abandoned me twice. Felt that mother wound. Yes. Okay, so some of you, it's going to be in different places as far as your connection to this, okay? How your personal placement and planets is connected to this chart. Usually, I like to do those things like when I do moon readings, By the way, we have a winner for the free giveaway of the moon reading. So congrats, Kelly, on that. Because you kind of see the interaction between the planet and your chart. So usually that doesn't miss. Like personally, when I meditate, I feel certain interaction, and then I look at what's going on in the sky and in my chart, and I'm like, oh yeah, of course. So some of you, if you want to know quickly as far as where the planets are towards, like in your spine, when you're at the root, this is Saturn and Uranus. Okay, Saturn and Uranus. So obviously here, Saturn is in the degrees of Pisces that are going to ask you to kind of like reflect on what's happened. But those placements of Pisces are about alchemy. So this weekend, a lot of transmutation is supported for everyone to transmute their wounds towards their mother, and that means especially towards abundance. And that means if you've been abandoned, if you've had any type of experience like that, I would say just remember you have your connection to the source. The mother is a vessel that gives you access to incarnation, but there is a higher connection that lives on forevermore as far as that connection to source. So kind of like maybe meditate on this. So again, Saturn and Uranus, when you're moving into your womb, this is Jupiter and this is Neptune. Okay? Yeah, Mother's Day weekend too. Yeah. Jupiter and Neptune here, and then you're moving here to the solar. This is Mars and Pluto. Then you're here in the heart with Venus. Then you're at the throat with Mercury. And then the sun and the moon are your third eye. Okay, so sun here, moon here, and there's no planets attached to your crown. Why? Because it's kind of like just like a plant. There's a seed that is planted, that is connected to the cosmos. That's you, okay? And you're receiving all those activations from the sun, from the moon cycles, from the cosmic dance, and it's feeding you essence. It's activating you through your vertebrae, through this specific liquid, and it's giving birth to this flower, okay? So like flowers, there's always this process of rebirth. Okay, so and then you can give birth to a different type of flower, a different type of essence, a different type of scent, essence. So this weekend, that's what we are exploring, is really our connection to our joy, our inner being. We're deepening this, and we're also noticing if we have any type of, still trauma or trauma response, abandonment issue, scarcity mentality connected to the mother. So some of you, if you like to work with music frequencies, I strongly suggest that you go and check out my survival kit for empaths. So my empath survival kit, there is a frequency that is really popular that is called the psoas frequency. The psoas are the muscles that are holding your womb. So in those muscles, you have imprinted certain ways of moving in life, okay, that are connected to your response, your somatic response to how you perceive life or how you react to life, okay? And that means also react to abundance, react to everything, okay? So you want to go and deep dive there and see what is being released. Some of you, if you are YouTube members of the music option, go and check out the womb and heart recalibration as far as that, okay? Because that is something that's super important, is that here with the connection to Jupiter and Neptune, we see Neptune here is in the protection shield and Jupiter as well, okay? You're gonna want to make sure that you're creating from your place of heart and connection to your soul, and not connected to the place of maybe your ego or who you have to become to survive. We're letting go of that version that needed to survive. We're stepping into that version that wants to thrive. Okay, so that's something that you can access, and you can check it out. It's on my bio link. Just go and click on you know, the YouTube little icon, and you'll get access to the music. If you have any questions, you can always send me an email, DM, and I will respond. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Mother's Day if you are in the United States. Let's alchemize. Let's stay in alignment with our inner being. Let's make sure that we have that sense of our own vibrational field, because you're setting the tone. You're setting the tone for your creation. And that means that don't be hard on yourself if your vibration drops to the past self, because your vibration, if it drops to the past self, there's something there that needs to be revealed to you. There's something in that shadow. There's something in that that obstacle that wants to be heard, that wants to show you something, okay? So that's what I have. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I will see you probably Monday, so we can kind of see how next week looks like after we do all this work. All right, namaste.